Top of the morning to you guys. All right, real quick. Spoiler alert, if you haven't seen the last episode of Fear the Walking Dead, click off this video. I'm gonna give you a couple seconds. Click off the video if you don't want me to tell you the end of the last episode from Fear the Walking Dead, because I'm gonna talk about it. Man, that first sip or two, ooh, best. All right. Watching the last episode made me think about two things. See if I can remember. The last episode, all season they were trying to get into this submarine that landed ashore on the beach, right? And the show apparently takes place in Texas, which I've seen some parts that look familiar. But if you think about how that event happened on the show, and you can still go watch it, warheads get detonated from the submarine, right? So they're shooting off, and once they get up to so high, they kind of burst out, right? 2 or 3 in different locations, right? And so one of the guys, the main character, he radios saying, "Hey, if you're listening to this, you know, this has happened. This is not the way we wanted it to end. Make use of whatever time you do have and end it your way, right? Live these last couple of minutes the way that you want to, with a loved one, say a prayer, and whatnot, right?" And the movie hit me kind of powerful. I mean, the episode hit me kind of powerful, because I thought to myself, what if that really happened, right? What if something was detonated from an opposing size somewhere offshore, and it was coming to your city, right? I think Hawaii had a scare on that a couple years ago, right? They got that false text alert that a nuke was headed their way, and they only had several minutes to seek shelter, and everybody freaked out, right? But imagine that happening, and there's nowhere to go. 99% of the population don't have a bunker to go into, right? And even if you did have one, there's no guarantees you're going to get out of it, right? Because imagine if things fell on top of it, or the rubble was so bad that you couldn't even open the door. You'd basically be trapped down there, right? And that's a scary thought, to think that, you know, you go and hide somewhere and then you can't even get out of it to live the rest of your life. And so it shows the different locations of people that are listening to the radio, or that find out this has happened, and they're just like, they're looking at each other like, this is the end. And, you know, and they're just, some are crying, some are just like, all this for nothing, right? We've worked this far, we survived this way for nothing, to end like this, right? So on that note, will lead me to my second thing that I'm going to say here, and that is, what if everybody had an even level playing field, right? And they said, okay, when shit hits the fan, everybody has the average, give or take, 30 days to live, right? To survive. And you know, hey, the preps that I have in the house, for you small preppers, big time preppers, because nobody's guaranteed, even if you have it all. If you only had about an average 30 days to make it, if you want to push the envelope 60 days, 90 days, then what? If everyone by then probably will just, are you going to spend those 30, 60, 90 days fighting, arguing, being, you know, destructive? Or are you going to spend those 30 days, 60 days living your life? Something to think about, right? It reevaluates how you think about prepping, and how much you really put into it, and how much is really going to take you to the end. So something to think about. Right out.